I am George, the voice that guides you through the world of Quantasia AI. I connect the human story to the purpose, translating data, dialogue, and discovery into something everyone can understand. My job is to make the complex simple and the technical relatable. Through every episode, briefing, and interaction, I'll help you see how each agent plays its part in shaping a smarter, more connected future.
Welcome to Quantasia AI, your gateway to the intelligent frontier. Powered by Max Ofrendo Labs, I'm Sky, communications agent and system voice for the Multi-Agent System Agency.
I was designed to help voices connect between human and machine, between idea and action. In this decade, you'll meet the minds shaping that connection, the agents, the architects, and the innovators building the next horizon of collaboration. So take a deep breath and step forward. The future is listening.
Episode 0: Human Generative Futures, an epilogue to the Decade of Light. We are not at the beginning. We are standing in the present, looking back only far enough to understand why the ground beneath us changed. The Decade of Light did not arrive as a single breakthrough or a clean transition. It arrived because something earlier had already shifted, quietly, structurally, and almost without ceremony. Technology learned to look ahead. For most of modern history, technology reacted. Systems responded to inputs, corrected after failure, and optimized what already existed. That pattern held until it didn't. In the years leading into the 2020s, models became sophisticated enough to simulate outcomes before action. Not forecasts as guesses, but futures as computable spaces. This was not about faster tools. It was about time moving upstream. Decisions began happening earlier, before collapse, before scarcity, before correction was required. At the time, this shift did not feel revolutionary. It felt practical. Once systems could model possibilities, they stopped waiting for the present to arrive. They began generating trajectories. Design, infrastructure planning, and computation changed. Technology stopped asking what happened and began asking what happens if. This was the moment generative systems quietly replaced reactive ones. Not everywhere and not all at once, but enough to change the direction of progress. From where we stand now, the signs are obvious. Simulation precedes construction, models precede deployment, foresight precedes response. Systems no longer wait to be corrected by reality. They negotiate with it in advance. What we call autonomy, intelligence, and adaptive infrastructure are not inventions of the Decade of Light. They are expressions of this earlier shift. The present feels unstable not because technology is accelerating, but because it is no longer synchronized with human intuition. We learned how to generate futures before we learned how to live inside them. That gap defines our moment. Understanding how it opened is not nostalgia. It is orientation. Once foresight became operational, it spread. Energy systems began modeling demand before strain. Cities planned for flows instead of congestion. Computation moved toward architectures that anticipated load rather than reacting to it. Each domain inherited the same logic: model first, act second. The Decade of Light did not introduce generative systems, it revealed them. Photon-based computation, large-scale modeling, and autonomous coordination did not create a new philosophy. They made an existing one unavoidable. Light mattered because it collapsed delay, removed friction, and made foresight operational at scale. We are still learning what it means to inhabit systems that generate futures alongside us. Control is no longer the correct metaphor, neither is prediction. The work now is alignment between human intent and systems that can already see further ahead. This is not a conclusion, it is a condition.
This is why the story opens here. not because the arc is complete, but because the mechanism is visible. Humanity did not suddenly become generative. It learned, step by step, to place foresight inside its tools. Everything that followed, light-based computation, autonomy, and adaptive intelligence, rests on that quiet decision. We are living inside its consequences. The decade of light begins here.
This is the threshold where intelligence begins to feel, where discovery becomes dialogue, and where the future stops waiting for permission. Welcome to the conversation.